तो शुरू करते हैं भाई, अगर सबको आवाज आ रही है तो। आ रही है? थम्स अप कर देना, मुझे दिख रही है बस। फिर 3 बंदे चाहिए थे, 3 ही मिले हैं, बाकी सारे गए। चलो कोई ना। शोभित भाई कहाँ है? शोभित भाई ऑन करके चले गए क्या? हाँ, लग ही रहा था मुझे। कर लो, कैमरा बंद कर लो। ठीक है। तो भाई ये मेरा असाइनमेंट है, तो मुझे करनी थी। तो सबसे पहले जो वेबिनार का टॉपिक है वो है कि लिंक्डइन पे अपनी रीच कैसे इंक्रीज करनी है। हाउ टू इंक्रीज योर रीच ऑन लिंक्डइन। ये उससे पहले कि मैं क्यों शेयर कर रहा हूँ ये सब कुछ और मेरा क्या एक्सपीरियंस रहा है इस चीज़ के साथ। तो भाई मैं पहले कस्टमर सर्विस में था, देन आई वाज इन वर्चुअल एम्प्लॉय, और अभी मैं डिजिटल मार्केटिंग में हूँ, जहाँ मुझे लगता है कि हाँ, डिजिटल मार्केटिंग मेरे लिए सही है। तो इतने 4 साल हो गए मुझे काम करते हुए, और 4 साल में कभी इस प्रोफेशन में कभी उस प्रोफेशन में, लेकिन कभी भी एक रिलायबिलिटी नहीं मिली। किसी ने बताया नहीं कि लिंक्डइन इतना अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है कि जिससे आपको अपने नीच के बंदे मिल जाते हैं, या आपको अपनी डिजायर्ड जॉब मिल सकती है, वो भी इजीली। इतने एफर्ट्स आपको नहीं लगाने पड़ेंगे। तो सबसे पहले तो लिंक्डइन है क्या? लिंक्डइन है आपका कोई भी सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म, लेकिन ये दूसरों से कैसे अलग है, ये सारा मैंने इंग्लिश में प्रिपेयर किया था, लेकिन इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट आए नहीं, तो फिर अपना हिंदी में चल रहा था। ये हर्ष भाई, तुम कान लगाए जा रहे हो, सुनाई दे रहा है या नहीं, पहले बताओ मुझे।
थोड़ा आउटर एरिया में हूँ ना, तो इसलिए थोड़ा सुनने मतलब ठीक है, थोड़ा फोन को बात कर रहा हूँ ना, इसलिए सुन पा रहा हूँ।
ठीक है, अच्छा। शोभित भाई कह रहे हैं कि वी कैन अंडरस्टैंड इंग्लिश।
थोड़ा आसपास डिस्टॉर्शन ज्यादा है ना।
ठीक 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 है। तो मैं इंग्लिश में बोलता हूँ फिर, तो है ना, जब मैंने प्रिपेयर ही सारा इंग्लिश में करा था। तो what is reach and what is LinkedIn? So LinkedIn is a business oriented social media platform. It allows users to post their own content, publish content from other users, and even share content with co-workers. This makes it a powerful content publisher. Like 3 ही बंदे हैं, कोई ना, चलो एक और रिक्वेस्ट है, ये रहने दो। तो लिंक्डइन पे भी 500 मिलियन यूजर्स हैं, एंड ऑल आर प्रोफेशनल। तो आपका कोई फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम तो है नहीं है कि आप यू कैन शेयर एनी पिक्स ऑफ योर्स, कि आप कहीं ट्रिप पे जा रहे हैं तो वो शेयर कर दी। तो वैसे वाला प्लेटफॉर्म नहीं है ये। तो यू नीड टू बी वेरी ऑर्गेनाइज्ड कि आपको क्या शेयर करना है रीच लेने के लिए। और रीच है क्या? रीच है कि आप कितना बंदा आपकी कंटेंट को देख पा रहा है, कि आपने कोई पोस्ट किया वो कितने व्यूज ले पा रही है, वो रीच है। तो कैसे बढ़ाना है अपने रीच को लिंक्डइन पे, उससे पहले हमारा आता है कि हमारी प्रोफाइल हमारी कैसी बननी चाहिए लिंक्डइन पे। लिंक्डइन पे प्रोफाइल हमारी बहुत स्ट्रांग होनी चाहिए, बहुत सॉलिड प्रोफाइल होनी चाहिए। अब सॉलिड प्रोफाइल बनेगी कैसे? हाउ टू बिल्ड अ बेटर लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल। इसको हमने 3 कैटेगरी में डिवाइड किया है यहाँ पे। तो पहली कैटेगरी हमारी है प्रोफाइल पिक्चर, दूसरी है हेडलाइन, तीसरी है समरी। तो अगर हम बात करें प्रोफाइल पिक्चर की, मैं दोबारा कहूंगा कि प्रोफाइल पिक्चर इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक पे आप कुछ भी लगा दो, लिंक्डइन पे आपको प्रोफाइल पिक्चर का बहुत ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यही सबसे पहले बंदा आपकी प्रोफाइल पिक्चर देखता है। फर्स्ट इंप्रेशन आपका प्रोफाइल पिक्चर ही रहती है लिंक्डइन पे। ये कुछ प्रोफाइल पिक्चर मुझे मिली थी लिंक्डइन पे। आप खुद ही गैस करो कि मतलब इनमें से कौन सी सही लग रही है। ये मैं जानता भी हूँ इन बंदों को पर्सनली, एंड तीसरे वाले को नहीं, ऑफ कोर्स ये कोई फॉरनर है, लेकिन ये मेरी एचआर रही है। बैक एंड का रखा है, अपनी बैक कैमरे की तरफ है, तो कुछ फायदा नहीं है इसका। थोड़ी सी बेटर है जो सेकंड है, यश की है, लेकिन इसमें भी आपका बैकग्राउंड देखो तो बहुत डिस्टोर्टेड बैकग्राउंड है, ये नहीं चाहिए। तीसरी जो है रिलायबिलिटी लगती है, लिंक्डइन पे ऐसी प्रोफाइल पिक्चर हमको चाहिए। और क्यों चाहिए ऐसी, और कैसे बनेगी हमारी ऐसी लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल, हमें क्या ध्यान रखना है अगर हमें लिंक्डइन पे ऐसी प्रोफाइल पिक्चर रखनी है। तो सबसे पहले हमारी जो प्रोफाइल पिक्चर होनी चाहिए वो होनी चाहिए क्लोजअप, चेस्ट एरिया तक, यहाँ तक कि बस आपका फोटो आना चाहिए, पूरा फोटोग्राफ नहीं लेना है। लाइक कोई भी आपका पीछे से जाके पूरा पैरों तक का फोटो ले रहा है, ऐसा नहीं चाहिए हमें। लिंक्डइन पे प्रोफाइल पिक्चर चाहिए, क्लोजअप चाहिए, आपको कैमरे में देखते हुए होना चाहिए, और आपके चेहरे पे थोड़ी सी स्माइल होनी चाहिए। इसके बाद आपका जो बैकग्राउंड है वो न्यूट्रल होना चाहिए, या वाइट हो या कोई भी एक सिंपल कलर हो, और अप्रोप्रिएट ड्रेस। अगर ये जो प्रोफाइल पिक्चर आप देख रहे हैं नील पटेल की है, तो डिजिटल मार्केटर है, बहुत ही बड़े, लेकिन वाइट इनके पीछे बैकग्राउंड है, आप कोई भी रख सकते हैं, लेकिन ड्रेस आपकी नॉर्मल होनी चाहिए, स्माइल सामने देख रहे हैं, और क्लोजअप फोटो, यही चलती है लिंक्डइन पे, और यही आपको भी करनी पड़ेगी अगर आपको अच्छी प्रोफाइल चाहिए तो। प्रोफाइल इमेज के बाद आपका जो दूसरा है, और बहुत ही बंदों का आप खाली छोड़ देते हो, कवर इमेज, जो प्रोफाइल पिक्चर के बाद आती है, जो पीछे रहती है। फेसबुक की तरह आप भी देखते हो कि फेसबुक पे भी हमारे पास ये ऑप्शन है कि कवर इमेज हम लगा सकते हैं, लेकिन लिंक्डइन पे जो आप कवर इमेज का यूज कर सकते हो, वो मतलब बहुत ही अच्छा प्लेटफॉर्म है, और बहुत सारे लोग ऐसे ही छोड़ देते हैं। तो ये आप देखो नील पटेल ने कितने अच्छे तरीके से यहाँ पे अपना यूज कर रखा है कवर इमेज का, कि ये जो जो अपनी सर्विसेज देते हैं वो सब यहाँ पे शो कर रखी है। स्क्रीन आपको दिख रही है क्या? नहीं दिख रही है स्क्रीन? रुको एक मिनट। किसी को भी दिख रही है क्या स्क्रीन?
मेरी आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, आ तो रही है, आवाज तो आ रही है। हिमांशु, स्क्रीन दिख रही है क्या? अब एक मिनट चेक करना पड़ेगा। Let me check। ये मुझे दिख रहा है यार यहाँ से कि स्क्रीन है चालू। आपको नहीं दिख रही स्क्रीन क्या? हर्ष, नहीं दिख रही क्या स्क्रीन यार? लेट मी दूसरा देखते हैं। वेट करना है। क्या कह रहे हो? एक सेकंड, एक सेकंड। अभी दिख रही है क्या? नहीं दिख रही है? रुको मैं दोबारा स्विच मैं करता
अभी मैंने स्क्रीन शेयर की थी, वो दिखी थी?
हूँ। नहीं, आपकी नहीं दिख रही है।
भाई
हाँ, तुम्हारी वजह से। अपनी हटाओ एक मिनट।
हट गई होगी।
हाँ, एक सेकंड रुको। अभी आ रही है? स्क्रीन आई क्या अभी?
क्या भाई?
स्क्रीन आ रही है अभी?
ना भाई।
मुझे भी शो कर रहा है। रुको एक मिनट। अच्छा, एक मिनट रुको। एक सेकंड वेट करो। ये तो मैं नीचे से भी कर सकता हूँ फिर, अगर कोई नहीं है। सेमी गैप भी नहीं है। नहीं आ रही है। मुझे 5 मिनट दो यार, फिर मैं देखता हूँ। हर्ष हो गया भाई यहाँ पे? शुरू में स्क्रीन नहीं आ रही है मेरी? मैं आ रहा हूँ या नहीं? तो भाई तुमसे पूछ रहा हूँ, अभी नहीं आ रही? अब बताना। नहीं आ रही। दिख रहा है? इसमें स्टॉप शेयरिंग आ रहा है। करा तो यही है मैंने यार।
और स्क्रीन शेयर करना, उसमें स्क्रीन वाली स्क्रीन जो आता है ना, वो स्क्रीन वो मत सेलेक्ट करना, रिप्रेजेंट और स्क्रीन पूरे वाला वो करना, नहीं तो आपकी एक स्क्रीन शेयर होती है, पूरा डेस्कटॉप शेयर नहीं होगा।
यही तो रखा है, देखो। यही कर रहा हूँ यार मैं।
बैकग्राउंड कहाँ चल रहा है? आई थिंक अमन भाई सबसे पहले ना आप क्या कहते हैं, अपने फोन का या लैपटॉप का दोनों में से एक स्पीकर ऑन करो, ठीक है?
एक ही कर रखा है मैंने। एक काम करता हूँ मैं, ये वाला हटा देता हूँ।
हटा दो।
क्या रही है कि स्क्रीन? हाँ, स्क्रीन आ रही है नहीं? नहीं आ रही क्या स्क्रीन? कोई है भी इधर? हेलो?
हाँ भैया
आ
आ
गई?
गई.
इसमें आवाज शायद थोड़ी खराब
Now
आ
we
रही है.
can see your screen. Now we can see you in the small circle.
हाँ, ठीक है.
Great.
ठीक ठीक ठीक.
Now you can join with your phone. So your picture will be a particular one. This one is just blur.
All right, all right. I'll do it then. Just a moment. एसी से काम चला ले, ये कर लेता हूँ जो. दिख रहा है अभी? अच्छा, आवाज आ रही है? ठीक है. स्क्रीन दिख रही है तो फिर दोबारा से शुरू करता हूँ. पहले से ही दिख रही होगी फिर तो, है ना?
नहीं screen. That's totally fine. You can start with the examples now. That is the point where we have to look at the picture. That's totally up to you.
All right, so now we have a new connection. Okay, so I was on this. So how you need to make your profile a better profile. So it had been categorized into three. First is your profile picture, second is your headline, and the third one is your summary. We were on there. So we covered that. We were checking these profile pictures and we figure out that we want the third one, not the first and the second, because it's on LinkedIn. We want a professional picture here. And then we talked about like how we can have a great profile pic. And to have a great profile pic, we need to have a close up. Our pic should not be a whole one, like no one should be clicking yourself like from a distance. So it should be around the area of your chest. That's up to maximum. You should be looking into the camera. You should be smiling. You should be having a natural background, and you need to have a good dress. Like if you are a male, then dress accordingly. Like a suit will be good, and if you're female, then of course dress accordingly. That's what the point of the matter is. No issue. So, Natalie, I believe you have already joined. No issue. Okay, so we had talked about like the cover image. That is the area behind your profile pic, and you need to enhance your profile. You need to have a good cover pic. So to have a good cover pic, you what you need to keep in mind that it should be related to your niche. Like if you are into the customer service, have a logo of customer service, something like that. If you are into digital marketing, if you are into electronics, like it should symbolize what you are doing and what you are up to. uh, like looking at the example of Neil Patel, how ironically, like he just signifies all the services that he's presenting right now, SEO, content marketing, PPC. So it's like a ad he's doing of himself. He's selling himself, and you don't have to go into his bio or into his headlines. You can just look in there what he is doing right now. That's a good cover pick, and you should be working on enhancing your cover pick as well. Now, when we have talked about the profile pic, when we have covered the cover pic as well, the thing is your headline. Now, what is your headline? That is that small description just below your name. That is what headline is. So, what is a good headline? A good headline, just look, for example, headline is your sales copy. It just gives you like what you can do for the other company, what you are into, because nobody wants to like spend their time for nothing. It's LinkedIn, it's not Facebook. They're not here to see your pics, they're not see here to see where you have been traveling to. They want to know like what you can do for them. So what you are, what your community is, just represent yourself, what you have been into, uh, what you can do, what are your results. And we'll talk about it in detail, but yeah, we'll have a question and answer session in the last show. So let me just complete first, please. Okay, so what you need to keep in mind while you are writing your headlines, you need to show your skills and expertise. What do you do? Include your current or past job titles if these are relevant to the jobs you are pursuing now. Like, for example, I was just talking about that I was into the customer service, and now I'm into digital marketing. So in digital marketing, is customer service going to benefit us? Of course. Like client satisfaction is there, which is required in digital marketing as well. So I can include that in my headline as well. So communicate the value you bring to a new employer. If you're looking for a new job, then you need to communicate to them like what unique do you have, what can you bring to the company, and what value can you add. So include at least one keyword phrase for the type of job you want. Like if you are talking about digital marketing, or because digital marketing is like an ocean. So you need to be very specific what you want in digital marketing. You want SEO jobs, you want content marketing, you want Facebook ads, you want Google ads, and same in other jobs as well. Like if you're talking about virtual assistant, there are subcategories for that as well. So you need to mention that in your bio. I'm sorry, in your headline. So just mention it over there. And optional, that is demonstrate something unique to make your LinkedIn profile stand out. What is that? A specific accomplishment, you have done some project that you want to showcase, and we'll look into the examples into for that. So we have like 4 to 5 templates over here that you can use for writing your headlines. So one is, if we'll talk about role, that is mention your role, helping these type of companies to get these type of results. For example, I am a social media marketer manager helping software startup manage and grow their social media to drive more sales. That's what I do. For second one, I help this type of company to get this type of result. I help coaches and consultants generate an additional $10,000 to $20,000 per month via video ads. That is a value I'm bringing to the company. Third one is your role, your industry, your expertise, your unique value you bring. Director of HR at Oracle, software technology certified HR trainer. Fourth one is your role and your specific achievement. What have you done that other person is looking for? Now, B2B sales rep 2.4 million generated in 2018, or digital ads manager 5-year experience managing 7 figures ad budgets. Now, these are the things that like catches your attention right at the moment. Like someone had done 7-figure ad budgets for 5 years consecutively, then you need to have a look on their profile, and that's what the hook is. So you need to engage people to do that. Moreover, now we have people who do not have any experience right now, so you do not need to worry about it. We have a template for that as well. That is recent graduate with a focus in this. Now, recent IT graduate with a focus in HR. or with a focus in digital marketing, or with a focus in whatever industry you would like to opt for. That's what you need to keep in mind when you are writing your headlines. Once we have covered your profile pic, which includes your cover pic, we have covered your, you say that, headlines, and then we are moving towards your summary. Now, what summary is? In LinkedIn, summary is about your about page, like where you tell the people, tell the reader who you really are. Like, you need to communicate to them what you really do in a expanded way. Now, LinkedIn give you about 2,600 words to describe yourself. So you need to be creative out here. So just write your heart out and write it in a way that the other person wants to read. What is the importance of summary? That's what we are looking for right now. Now, it lets you introduce yourself in your own words. There is no set parameters that you have to introduce in that way. So you can introduce accordingly whatever you choose to. You get to show your personality. That's where you can show like what kind of persona you are, and you can rank higher in LinkedIn search results. Because overall, what LinkedIn is a search engine. Once again, it's like Google, but what we search here is like professional things. So we search for some internship, we search for some job opportunities, and we search, if you are a hiring manager, we search for some keywords like uh, digital marketer. So if you'll talk about digital marketer and you have put that keyword in your profile, you put that keyword in your headline and then in your summary, then your, of course, your profile is going to rank higher. Now, think of LinkedIn summary as the objective section of your resume. In just a few sentences, it should give the reader a clear idea of who you are, what sets you apart, and what you are looking for from the view. All right. So these are the things you need to keep in mind while writing your summary. So how to write your summary? Well, I'll let you know about that. Prior to that, when you write a summary of yours, or whenever you visit to any other LinkedIn profile, there are like 3 to 4 lines only which you can see in the front when you visit any of the profile.
I'm so sorry I'm disturbing you, but in the middle of your conversation, I'm not able to hear you properly. There is a lot of disturbance on the call.
All
Can you
right.
please repeat the last point?
We were talking about, we'll talk about the previous one. The importance of summary. Have you covered that? Have you understood that one?
Yeah, I already understood that one, but the other thing
Great.
was the problem.
So how to write a
There is
summary?
a lot
Yeah,
of disturbance
that's
on the call. That's why.
no issue, no issue. So how to write a summary? That's what we were discussing. So to write a summary, because if you visit to any of the profile, you can see that there are only 2 to 3 lines that you can see in one go, and after that you need to click on see more. There are only 2 to 3 lines. So if you are 2 to 3 lines, if from a viewer prospect, if you go to the profile page, you need to have something that attracts the viewer. So there's a hook into that. If I'll say, for example, I'll go on to a LinkedIn profile, I'll share that. Okay, so we have Jayant here. All right. So, if you talk about the Gen profile, and we have that about section in here. So, if you have a look on there are only 2 lines in here. And what does he write here? What do magician and content writer have in common? Both generate something out of seemingly nothing. That's what he writes. And after that, you need to see more. You need to click on that one, see more. Then only you can go ahead and have a look on overall section of is about, like overall summary here. All right, so you need to have a hook over there. So how to attract the viewer? So if I'll talk about mine one as well only, I'll have, okay, it might not show because I am the admin over here. It covered. So if you'll talk about my profile here, I have here is believe and it will be yours. That's what it is. If you click on see more, you just broke the ice over here, and let's complete this course. Believe, work for it, and it will be yours. That's how you complete it. So you need to have a hook in here so that the reader is persuaded to see more. All right. So we'll go back here. All right. So once the hook part is done and the reader is into your summary, what you need to do, you need to tell them your mission. Tell the reader why you do what you do, what your mission is. Like, why do you like doing it, or what does it give to you? Like, what motivates you to do that? Your expertise and skills. All right. We have someone in here. Great. I'm joined. Okay. So mission is done, expertise and skills. You can mention your skills if you have any, and then accomplishment. If you have done any of the projects that is worth telling, I would suggest that you can mention as many projects as you have done, because LinkedIn is the only place where you can mention your 2 to 3 months of internship, your 2 to 3 months of expertise in any of the field or in any of the company experience. Because if you'll talk about the normal resumes, if you write, like if you mention your experience for 2 to 3 months in there, then they're going to ask like, why have you left the company? The questions are still going to come on LinkedIn, but it is better that you can write it down, because we are looking at variety over here on LinkedIn. It's not a normal one page resume of yours. You can write whatever you have done. If I'll give you my example over here, once again, we'll go to my profile and look at the experience that I have. Like, for years I've been working into different companies, and I was not able to like mark these experience. I was not able to share to any of the companies, because they're going to ask me the stability issue. But on LinkedIn, whatever you have done, it is of different domain. I started with customer service representative. I was a founder of Inside Cart. That's an e-commerce store I started. Then I was virtual assistant. I'm intern at Umid. That's an NGO. I'm doing an internship under Digital Deepak as well. So you can write all of them. And apart from that as well, I can show you over here real estate. I've been into real estate for a couple of months. I've been into lead generation specialist. That was a company in Noida as well. And there was a couple of more companies where I started from Mohali. So I wrote them all out in here. So just write it down. Whatever you have done, you need to write it down. So you've done that. You've had a hook. You have a mission. You let them know your expertise, your accomplishment. Now, after they have, like, they've gone through your summary, you need to have a call to action. Like, what do you want the other person to do once they have completed reading your summary? And that's is where it is. Like, I'll show you just right now. Just give me a moment. Huh? Okay, so let's look at that one. If you are someone who is interested in either, send a message. Let's get on a call. So that's what the call to action is. I want the other person to call with me to have a message conversation so that we can start together. Like, you just don't want the other person to come here and just read over there and just go away. You want the business out of them. You want the job the other person is offering. So just have the call to action. That's very, very important over here. Once we are done with the summary part, we are done with the profile part, like in whole. We have covered your profile pic, your cover pic, we have covered your headline, and then your summary. So let's reach to our target audience. That's what was the topic is like. In reality, our topic was how to get more reach on your content. And for that, just a moment, I believe light is not okay in the room. If you give me a moment, I'll just turn on the lights. हेलो. बाद में करता हूँ, बाद में. बाबा बाद में करता हूँ अभी. All right, so is everybody able to hear me once again now? Can anybody say hi or can you please? All right, I assume that everybody is listening then. So we'll start from where we left off, and that was how to reach our target audience. Great. So, what I want you to do is find an influencer in your niche, like whatever you're doing. If you are an HR, find an influencer in HR domain, or if you're a digital marketer in paid marketing, find an influencer who has been getting a lot of reach. Like there are people who had been doing that for over years, and you must know someone that who is getting the consistency in their reach. So for that, just find out what your niche is. You need to categorize that first, what you want, what kind of job you want, and what you're looking for. So, for example, if I'll go to my bio in here, and I know that I'm into the paid marketing, so I am looking for a professional, or I would say I'm looking for some influencer who has been getting a lot of reach recently. So, if I'll talk about that, Fahim Ahmed is the one who is getting a lot of reach, and you can easily see that he is having 500 plus connections right now. So he is getting that much. So what I want you to do is you need to get into his. All right, so we need to get into his activities, what he's been doing, what he's up to, and we need to find what kind of post he is doing right now. Apart from that, if Fahim is a trainer, we'll talk about anybody else. Jayant is here. Jayant is into the mentor business as well. See how cool is his um, cover pick is. Use your creativity here as well, guys. So that is his activity. He has been commenting a lot and he's getting a good reach. Uh, all right, for this one, I'll just say 18 likes and 3 comments. Well, that's better than yours at least. So, what I want you to do, you need to go into the comment section, see the people who are commenting on his posts, and what you need to do, you got this post that these people are commenting on there, so you need to have a reply in here. Don't reply, do not reply, I mean to say, to Jen directly. Reply to these people, reply to these strangers, and just do not reply that it's awesome, yes, I appreciate that. Do not do that. Have a thoughtful reply, because you need to initiate a conversation in here. Some percent of your profit you will make based on his funding research, so you can write anything like yes, absolutely. Do you like e-commerce marketing on WordPress or Shopify? Now, that is the comment that I posted. Now, what? Okay, so we're done here. So, what is the significance of this particular comment that I just did on this? Yeah. So, all right, someone left. No issue. So, what is the significance over here? I'm not only getting the engagement from Chinesh Patel, but because I am commenting on a giant profile or his post, then he's going to get engaged into this post as well. So we are getting two things done in one shot. Jayant is going to go out and check our profile. Chinesh is obviously going to have a reply back. So we are getting two things done. And where are they heading to? They are heading to our profile. So we need to have a like solid profile. We have just discussed about it. You can see boost your brand, get your desired result. That's the cover pick and that's the profile pick. So that's what you need to do. Get an influencer, post thoughtful comments on their post, interact with audience on their post. That's what you need to do. Now, that is one of the things that you can do. The second one that you need to do, and you need to do that consistently, that is to create original content. You need to create original content over it. So what you need to do, you can talk about your expertise, you can talk about your industry, and you can talk about like how you can add values to the viewer. So there must be times that you run short of ideas. You can find that plenty on internet. Apart from that, if you do not want to post anything original, then repost, share somebody else post, and that's what you would like to do. Create content that will add value. Now, apart from that, mix up your post strategies and themes. Now, how do you do that? Don't only post on articles, don't only post on images, just mix them well up. Post your posters that are the regular posts, post articles, post videos, post images, just do them and interact with your audience once the post is published. That is the best thing that you can do. So what you need to do once you have published your post and there's somebody commenting on them, there's somebody liking them, you need to go ahead and like them. You need to go ahead and have a conversation with them, because what you don't want to be, you do not want to be a ghost. That's what I say. Don't just post and be a ghost. You just post it and then you're nowhere. You are not coming back. You are just coming back after 5 to 7 days and having another post. That's not how it should be. What you need to do, you need to go ahead and post it and have a conversation right up started from there. Because these people, if you are engaging them, engaging with them, then they're going to go back and check your profile. And because they are engaging with you, these are your target audience as well, because they are liking your content. What kind of talking you are doing on this, or what kind of content you are publishing. So there are at least 5 times a week you should post. uh, Roughly at around 3 to 5 times a week you need to have a post in here published on your profile. And what kind of post it could be? It could be somewhere like a motivational post, a couple of motivational posts, couple of from your industry background, and couple of posts about yourself. So like 5 to 6 posts. And it's not only about the post I told you about. You need to comment on the other post as well, because nobody knows you around there. So you need to comment on other posts so that you can have their followers or their connection just jump back on your profile. That's what you would like to have. So comment twice the number of your posts per week. So if you are posting 5 times a week, you need to have commented on other profiles for like roughly about 10 to 12 times a week. That's what you would like to do. And apart from that, once we are done with the overall presentation, I had been recording as well. So I have created a small WhatsApp group where, because I've learned that the LinkedIn profile, why I would like to share this experience of mine, because when I was searching for jobs and when I was shifting my profiles, I did not had anybody who can help me. So what I had gone through my experience, I just want to share you so that you can achieve results much easier. Because even if you're not into my seminar, and if you're determined enough, then you're going to get the results. But what this seminar is going to do for you is that it's going to get the results easier and at a much rapid pace. So, if you're determined enough, we have been talking about it. Now, WhatsApp link to the link. All right. So, I've created that WhatsApp group. I'll just share the link with you because most of you guys are from my WhatsApp contacts. So, I do already know your WhatsApp profile. So, I'll just share the link directly to you. And whatever you know about it, we can help each other over here. Like, I do not want to be here as a mentor. I know something, I can share it with you. You know something, you can share it with me. That's what we're going to do. Like, we want to help each other. So now the question and answer. If anybody is having any question, just shoot them up. Show with you were having one. Is there any question from anybody? Well, I guess not. Well, great. In that case, if nobody's having any, yeah.
No, sir. Actually, I joined the seminar in the middle of the seminar, so I haven't get anything.
All right. So, what's your name once again?
Sandesh.
Okay,
Actually,
Sandesh.
I joined.
No issues on this. So what I'll be doing, I'll be adding you in the group, and I've wrote a blog about the same as well. I'll be publishing the blog on my blog post, that is the amanstheory.com. You can check it out over there, and I'll share you whatever necessary here is. So I'll just have a quick recap of what we have discussed. So we know about LinkedIn, like what LinkedIn is. LinkedIn is a social media platform. Unlike other social media like Instagram and Facebook, all the professional peoples are on LinkedIn. And what reach is that how many people are engaging with you. Your post is reaching to how many people. That's what reach is. And how do you want to increase your reach on LinkedIn? That's depends on how good your profile is. All right, could you please? I'll do that. I had okay. Matt Lee just messaged me, so I'll share everything in the group as well. Don't worry about it. Who have missed the this presentation, this webinar, and we'll be having the presentation again as well. Don't worry about it. I'll just recap that. I was just recapping that, like I was just going through again for Sandesh as well. So, reach we have discussed. We have discussed LinkedIn. Now, how to make a better LinkedIn profile. Now, to make a better LinkedIn profile, you need to focus on three segments. That is your profile picture, your headline, and your summary. You need to have a good profile picture. How to have a good profile picture? You do not need to turn your back towards the camera. Don't have a blurred background as well. The third one, that is the ideal pick for LinkedIn profile pic. Now, how do you do that? You need to have a close-up photo of yours. You need to look in the camera. You should be smiling. You should have a neutral background, and you need to be dressed appropriately. Okay. So, apart from your profile pic, you need to have a cover image that enhance your profile as well. And what the cover pic is going to be doing for you is that it is representing your niche, it is representing your industry, and it is enhancing your profile overall as well. So we have discussed that your profile pic has to be good. Apart from that, your profile pic, your cover image should be there as well, which is supporting your profile pic and your profile as whole. And now we were talking about the headline. So we've talked about the profile pic. What is headline? Headline is this little introduction just below your name. You need to have a good headline in order to have a good profile on LinkedIn. And what you can keep in mind while writing your headline is that you need to show your skills and expertise, include current or past job titles if these are relevant to the jobs you're pursuing now. Communication is necessary here as well. I'll share all that in the group. So uh, let's have a quick look on these templates that I have right now for you. One is that how to write your headlines. So, for example, let's write your role. You are helping these type of companies to get these type of results. For example, you are a social media market manager, you're helping software startups manage and grow their social media to drive more sales. Or just look at the other one. I help these type of companies to get these type of results. You're looking for jobs. You need to provide value. What value are you providing? That's where your headline comes into picture. I help coaches and consultants generate an additional $10,000 to $20,000 per month via video ads. So these are examples, and I will share that all of that in the group. So don't worry about it. And then after your headline, there comes the summary. What summary is? Summary is your about page on LinkedIn. You need to write it all out. Whatever you have done, how creative you are, what is the what is the importance of summary? Now, what some summary does, or your about page does, is that it lets you rank higher on LinkedIn search results, because LinkedIn is a search engine, just like Google. You write a word like content manager, you write HR manager, and it will give you results, just like Google does. Though it's a professional world, so you rank, you get a higher rank if you write your summary accordingly. Now, what to keep in mind while you are writing your summary? What you need to do? You need to have a hook, because whenever you are visiting any other profile, you can see there are only 2 to 3 lines that you can check out, and after that, you need to click on "See More." So, for those 2 to 3 lines, write something that the viewer is going to click on "See More." So, have at least 2 to 3 lines. Write anything like uh, I was just showing the example of my own profile. Maybe it will show. All right. So believe and it will be yours. That's what the hook is. And you click on, and you get the entire about section here. So that's what you need to keep in mind. We've discussed that your mission should be included in your summary, your expertise and skills, your accomplishment, and last but definitely not least, it is your call to action. What you want from the viewer. If they are reading your summary and they're turning just the back, that's not what we want. We want them to give a call, or if you want to have a business, we want to initiate a conversation from there. So just write in your summary that whatever the next step that you want. Great. So we already discussed that you need to have a great profile. We did that section, and how to reach your target audience. Once again, find an influencer in your niche who has been getting great engagement with the audience. Post thoughtful comments on their post, and not only post on their post. Look for the audience who are interacting with this influencer, and reply to those replies that they are doing on their post. Because if you're doing that, you are not only getting the you're not getting you're not only getting the post backs, or you're not only getting the engagement back from the original creator, you are getting that from the person who is replying on their post as well. So, and you already made your profile solid, so it works 2 ways. And create original content. You can be sharing things from your expertise, things from your past, some motivational videos. Just create original content regularly. That's what needs to be done. You need to work for like 3 to 5 months, and I'll just say that probably about 100 days you can work on that, on these proven tips and tactics, and for sure we're going to have 500 plus connections. It's not only about 500 connections, it's about the quality of those connections, because you just don't want to throw papers on everybody. You want the quality people in your profile, because LinkedIn is not Facebook. You don't just want to accept every other invitation. You want people who are relating to your content, who are from your background, who can resonate with you. That's what you want. And be consistent, as I just said. Don't just post and be a post. Like, don't just post and come back again after 5 days and post again. You need to post regularly, about 5 times a week. Comment twice the number of your posts per week, like 10 to 12 times a week. And once you are like uploading your content over there, you need to engage with your audience. That's been done, and as been discussed, we are going to have a group where we are going to share all those that had been discussed today, and for the future prospect as well, like whatever am I sharing, whatever you learn you can share in there as well, so that we can all grow together. And that's again question and answer. Anybody want to shoot anything, or are we all good?
No, sir, I don't have any question, but I understand everything now. Is how to make a good profile.
Good to know
I
that,
just said
Sandeep.
it as already.
All right, good to know that. And I'll be.
Sir, the bandwidth would be like that. Means which you mentioned in the PPT.
What is that?
Uh, the banner, the profile pic we have, and the banner behind our profile pic.
Like, how do you need to create your profile pic? That's what you are asking for?
No, no, no. The banner behind the profile pic. The banner.
The cover pic you're talking about?
Yeah, cover page, cover page.
Yeah.
So we have to make it look like what we do or what we are. If I'm a food technologist, then I have to like, I know I'm Sandesh Tokar and I'm a food technologist.
No, no, no,
Or
no.
I'm a
Don't do that. Just it needs, because most of the people's they just left it blank. That's what I am talking about right now. You do not need to mention anything over here. You can have a good picture if you are a food analyst. Then you can have a good picture of a food or something like that, or you can make something out of Canva. Now, Canva is a great tool if you can use that, and if you know like how to use that, you use that. Great. So you can use anything. Like if you go for my profile, I do not have anything like something that sells myself over here. Boost your brand, get your desired results. That's what it is here. It's my cover pick. All right.
yes, yes.
And if we'll talk about somewhere as well, let's talk about Deepak Kanakraju. Well, he's been my mentor in digital marketing. So we talk about that. He wrote his mission on here, like on a mission to transfer 1 million digital marketers. That's what he's doing. So we have great examples. You need to just have a quick survey, like how people are doing, who are getting good results. Just look at them, and it should just enhance your profile as whole. That's what it is. All right.
Thank you, sir.
No issue. All right, on that note, I'll be just ending this webinar right now. And for future webinars, I'll update that in the. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody, for coming up and showing yourself.